Good Sunday afternoon from the ATL. First, I'm going to apologize in advance. It may get noisy. I live kind of near the airport, where I'm staying near the airport. And, well, I'm 20 minutes away. I've just rejected a book now because it's at MLK. I'd love to go get it, but it doesn't make sense to drive all the way down there. Book nows are for people who don't know to pre-book with HERide. We are not Uber, we are not Lyft. It doesn't mean we won't come now. It just has to make sense to come now. And the only way we know that is if you pre-book and we can see where you're at. Can we get there in time so that you're not waiting? That's really what I'm trying to show people, that this better rideshare service, this option here in Atlanta that I drove from New Orleans to tell y'all about, it's spreading. But until we have enough drivers actively out here with their apps on, and even when we do, it's going to take us a minute to get to you. Atlanta is huge. I'm not kidding. Close to 6 million people, 30 counties. Drivers are everywhere. Today is Sunday. Some are not working, so their apps are not on. Some are out working. Their apps are on. But you're on the other side of town, and you want us to come now? No. But if you book now, if you pre-book, yeah, give yourself at least an hour from the time you want to get picked up. That gives us time to get to you, finish up whatever we're doing. I've had to reject some trips that I would have gladly went to go get, but it would have taken me longer to get there. You would be frustrated and you would cancel. We don't want you to get a cancellation charge because we didn't come right now. So pre-book at least an hour in advance. That way, when 30 minutes before we're supposed to be there, it'll ping the app and the driver that said they wanted it in our driver group, because we're not choosing from the app just yet. Yeah, we're on our way, or we're going to be close enough so that 30 minutes beforehand, we're going to accept that trip almost immediately, and you can count on us to be there at the time you want us there. And if you plan it correctly, knowing you can go nowhere in the ATL quick, don't even try it. It's foolishness. There's going to be a delay on the highways, the streets, somewhere. You don't have to see it. You don't have to know about it. Trust and believe there's a delay out there. So if you don't want to be late, you, the rider, have the responsibility to add some time to your travel. So if the GPS tells you it takes 30 minutes to get there, add yourself 15, 20 minutes on the back end, right? That allows for the traffic, the congestion, the daily drama adventure that is driving in Atlanta, right? And if you are like me, can't seem to leave the house. And so I dilly-dally, like my grandma would say. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes on the front end. So that's why I say personally an hour. If you know you have somewhere to be, say 4 o'clock, you want to be picked up at 3. You do, right? That way, yeah, 3 o'clock. Because that way I will make my way if it was me. I know you need to be there at 3, or even if you do 3:30, that's fine. But I'm going to make sure that I'm close enough so that I am at your location by, no, you have to be there at 4. It's a 30-minute drive. So that's, 3 o'clock. I'm going to leave. I'll be there by 3. You figure this out. I've been doing this so long, talking so much to everybody. But what I do, and I think it's great, is I'm documenting, or I have recently just done 3 blog posts on my website so that people could see in real time what's going on, why I came back to Atlanta to drive for HERide, and the possible money that's available, the screenshots for Lyft's updates, which are kind of laughable, and there was one other one I just did. Oh, that is explaining the earnings, the history that we have when we complete our trips. Because there are a lot of new drivers that will come on board, that are coming on board, that are on board now, and probably don't understand the history tab. The app is being updated. It as with all technology and software, nothing is quick. Takes time, takes money. And yeah, we appreciate you working with us and knowing that, yeah, there's some little glitches. If you sign up, when you sign up, you're going to get a verification code. It's forward ones, 1111. It's going to error out probably and make you believe that you can't log in. That's not true. Kill the app on the iPhones, whatever you have to do on the Androids to dismiss the screen and start over. Go to log in to HERide, right? And then use the username or email address, phone number that you added, that you used to create your account, and your password, and your account is there. And then I highly recommend that you click on the menu and you look at, see what you got going on, get your invite code, share HERide with other people. Whether you use the service or not, share it anyway. Use your invite code. You want to see the rates, there's a rate card. If you want to see how much it's going to cost to go from point A to point B, book a ride, right? Do not book now. Don't do that. You're probably going to see there are no drivers online. Doesn't mean we're not out here. We just don't have our apps on. Or we're not close to you. Or we're on another trip. Or we're living life, okay? So don't be discouraged. Pre-book. An hour in advance when you want to be picked up. That helps you and us and nobody stressed on your journey across the city, right? And once you put in the pickup address, it's when you first see it, the address at the top is where you are currently located. If that is not your pickup, click that so it disappears. And then you can go ahead and put in the exact address. I would not recommend pins. I would put the exact address. If you don't see it in the suggested list, go ahead and search or return or whatever it takes for you to get it. And then you should be able to confirm the rider, which is you, or whomever you're booking for. And then you're going to put in the destination. Keep in mind the airport has 3 addresses. International is separate from domestic. International, you're going out the country, coming in. Domestic, North Terminal is where the pickup is for Rideshare. It's also every airline except Delta, which is on the south side. You can put in your airline. I'm going to Southwest, I'm going to Delta. It should show up in the list, choose that as your destination. And as soon as you do that, you should see at the bottom of the map how much you'll be paying for that trip. You'll add your payment information. If you're ready to book at that time, go ahead and pre-book or confirm the booking. Otherwise, kill the screen. But at least you now know how much is my trip going to cost me. And I challenge you to do that against what the other guys are charging. All right, I think that's enough for right now. I just had some things I needed to say. Mainly, y'all check out my blog, please. I've been writing on this for 7 years, had no idea I'd still be doing this 7 years later. And I changed the front page or the home page from introducing HERide to celebrating 7 years. Yeah, I don't have time to try and organize it so that it makes sense to anybody but me. But if you click around and you read certain articles, go to the blog, yeah, you're going to find some interesting information that you're not going to find anywhere else, I promise. And the reason I want you to go to the Celebrating the homepage, if you just go to the Celebrating 7 Years, you'll see that for the first time ever, I'm asking for comments. I know people are reading it. I can see from the few stats that I'm able to see in my site, in the back office, I'm getting thousands of views, new views. But if you returned, I would love it if you would at least make a comment on that page. I'll keep it up a little while longer, and then I'm going to do something else for the front door. Also, I do know at least one person. I do know at least one person that told me, they're Facebook friends. I didn't know, we hadn't seen each other since my brother's wedding in 1999. She wanted to book a HERide from where she was coming for the wedding last week. And it was wonderful hearing from her, seeing her at the wedding, But I learned some things about trying to book outside of Atlanta. You can't do it. You can look and see how much it's going to cost, but you can't actually book it. And she was a little disappointed by that. But that's okay. I picked her up at the airport when she needed to Wednesday. And then before I dropped her off at the airport, downtown, Decatur, because the wedding was in walking distance of the hotel, the historic courthouse. So she sat in the back seat before she got out, and we went through the process of trying to book the return trip, which was on Friday. I learned some things, and I'm going to share that with you as well. If you make a mistake, as she did, and it's my fault because I didn't, I'm looking at it upside down from the front seat. She's in the back seat. But she didn't change the time of day, so she wanted to be picked up at 8 o'clock. When she booked the trip, when she booked the trip initially, it was for 8 p.m. And I claimed it immediately in our driver's group, so I knew I was going to be the driver. All was good until I looked at the time, and I'm like, and I told her we made a mistake. I didn't find a way, and I don't think there is right now, for you to edit any mistakes you might make. So immediately cancel, right? You'll be refunded immediately because you're billed immediately. But then just do it again. And so we didn't take time right then Wednesday at the wedding, after the actual ceremony, during the cocktail hour and before dinner, we went through the process again. And she booked a ride for 7:30, and she made sure to do the a.m. And it was lovely. And I was there Friday morning at 7:30 and got her to the airport. She had a long day back because it wasn't a direct flight like coming, but that's okay. And she notified me when she got back. And she said something really nice about that was her first rideshare experience. But yeah, so that was encouraging to me that, okay, I know at least one person in the world has read something on Facebook, has been to my site, knows about HERide, and they took a chance and they loved it. And it was so good seeing her. So Evelyn, when you see this, it was good seeing you. I hope to see you again, and it's not 20 some odd years later. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a great Sunday. Be careful. Stay safe out there. I'm going to try and motivate myself to drive. I'd much rather be doing something else like writing about HERide and telling people about it. So I'm going to go drive so I can do just that and make some money in the process. Y'all stay safe. Be well. Treat your loved ones. Hug them tight. Tell them you love them. We are not promised tomorrow. Be well. Stay safe. Bye.